Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a request from Thomas, who wanted the Zeta Zaku in the Char Zaku colors from Cucuruz Island. Those are significantly more vivid than the classic Char Zaku colors, so that is what I've gone for here. Also, you can toggle the commander's antenna on the Zeta Zaku, which I'm not sure I knew before, so, put that on, obviously. And threw a Char logo on the one shoulder. I think it came out fairly well. And this round came out pretty well. I believe this is a 650 room, so this is the level 3 Zeta Zaku, which I've not frequently had a lot of good luck with. So I was really happy this came out okay. He said as he gets, hit like 2 or 3 times in a row. But yeah, this was a good round all in all. Zeta Zaku, of course, does not transform. Comes in 50 points lower than the Zeta Gundam. And in addition to not transforming, lacks the head Vulcans and the biosensor. So it is just very, very basic compared to the Zeta itself. Also, it has the alternate downswing pattern for the beam bayonet, which starts with the wide sweep and then does the lunge. I really prefer it the other way around, because the wide sweep, if you do the lunge first, or if you do this a lunge first and then the sweep, it tends to propel you forward when you do the second half of the downswing, so you are a lot less likely to hit your allies if you are already moving forward when you start, that really broad swing. I was not sure that spacing was going to work. I'm really happy it did. So, but yeah, Zeta Zaku is not bad. Like I said, loses a lot of the Zeta's better tricks. So, but, for a 550, it's decent. And I think I had it with some overtune parts here. So, probably one of the reasons it's performing reasonably well. But, brain. But yeah, I am happy I finally got this one done. It's been a while. Cucuruz Island is available on Blu-ray. Crunchyroll, I believe, put it out. And the Blu-ray's been on sale frequently lately. I've seen it around like $20, and yeah, that is a good deal for this. It's a decent movie, and given that it is at present Yoshikazu Yasuhiko's last Gundam production, I feel like that's worth having personally. But yeah, I do wish that I do wish that the oh good, that worked. That the original episode was included on the discs like it was in the Japanese release, but unfortunately, I think the original mandate by Tomino and or the rest of the Gundam staff to not publish that here has remained. But yeah, it was very much a filler episode, and it was, I believe, animated by outside staff, unlike most of the rest of First Gundam. So yeah, it just, it was never particularly a great episode, and the staff, I think, really came to, not like it just because it took up a slot that they really needed by the end of the series. Though, yeah, there's again, if you look at Mark Simmons' Gundam Unofficial site, his production history of First Gundam is really fascinating and very detailed. And it does say that, with Yasuhiko in the hospital by the end of the series and the rest of the staff, like, seriously overworked because a lot of them have been ported over to the Ultraman. They were, by the time the series was done, they were just relieved. And I can understand that. Let's see, bomb going off in the enemy base. That will hopefully give us the lead back. But yeah, so far not too bad. I've managed to land some decent stuff here and there, and I am about to throw out some support fire. Nobody else is alive, but I figured I saw somebody headed more or less in the direction of the base and figured that, hopefully they would end up like stalled out by the base trying to defuse. My timing was off on that because the base is gone. But I got somebody, so I'll take that. But now I'm the only person alive on the field, so that could be a problem. Frequently is. But, yep, just did a dodge roll because I saw multiple arrows pointing at me and figured I was going to get stunned if I didn't, just react immediately. Doesn't look like it was that dire, but Yeah, let me come around though, because I don't want to leave anybody else, dealing with a 3-to-1 either. So let's see. That's got to be, since I've got type advantage, that's got to be the Messer F02. Wonder if we'll get any new Messer and Gustav Karl variants for the new Hathaway movie. Speaking of Gundam movies, they have announced that will be hitting U.S. theaters, I believe, in late January next year, like the 26th, I think is what they said. So yeah, if you want to catch a new Gundam production in theaters, that is going to be available to you. Hathaway is, of course, based on Tomino's novels that follow the story of Char's counterattack, and in current animated productions does follow Gundam Unicorn by a few years. So let's see, 2 minutes left. We have gotten a lead thanks to the base bomb. And I'll tell you, besides Zeta ground types, which I've seen a few of, there were a lot of the Rizel heavy attack raid out on Friday night. I don't quite know why, but maybe a bunch of people just finally rolled them. I don't think that's on the, like your choice or the, limited banner of rare mobile suits that they're doing at the moment. But yeah, maybe it is, and I just didn't realize it. Regardless, I did one spin on that, and I got the Penelope. So I may have mentioned that before. The funny thing being that like a few days earlier, I got it on PC, but I never play PC. I tried one round, and yeah, this was going well enough at this point. I was like, is the entire enemy team still here? And it's like, yes, it is. Good. But yeah, the Penelope, I have a feeling that's going to be up for buffs sooner rather than later, just because at 700, now that there's so many, so many mobile suits in the Angry Bee category, like this Denanzan I'm fighting now at 650, it is awfully vulnerable being the size of a house, and even still downscaled for GBO2. But yeah, it is enormous. It is an easy target. I think I'm not sure if I have a Penelope request or not, but if I put that in bright colors, I will be so lucky if I get a good round with that. So yeah, just like it is definitely, it's definitely noticeable in the air. No other way to put that. But I do want to mess with it some more, so I'm glad I have it on console where I am more comfortable and more likely to give it a whirl at any given point. And basically, it was a kind of like win-win for me, because that the only thing I had on that banner is the Demeter, and I had it on the account I wasn't rolling on. So yeah, happy with how that came out, and happy with how this round came out. So well, let's see. Yeah, I got top score at 4705. Our raid got maybe in one of the aforementioned Rizels. Raid got top damage. I still did 97k though in the Zeta Zaku, which I'm pretty happy with. 5 and 3, and apparently my all-time pursuit assist record at this cost at 50k. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that, Thomas. And that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. But yeah, one of the other things that came up in the Gundam production history, which I probably mentioned before, but it's worth mentioning again, is that the reason that Char's Zaku is such a odd, like kind of salmon pinkish color in the original series is because a lot of the paint for First Gundam, since it took place both in space and on the ground, had to be custom mixed to appear properly against light and dark backgrounds. So yeah, Char's Zaku's red was designed specifically to show up equally well, on Earth and against the backdrop of space. Likewise, that is why the Gundam has a slightly bluish tint to its white, because yeah, for one thing, white paint in cell animation can be tricky to begin with. But yeah, so yeah, just really kind of fascinating, all the technical things that went into that series. And I've always had a soft spot for like hand-drawn cell animation anyway, and as I've gotten older and that's gotten to be a rarer thing, that, that affection has really only grown.